Hello friends, dear students and my colleague faculties. Today I am going to discuss about the hybrid systems, okay, and the energy generation by using hybrid systems. So this let's see first, as a conventional fossil fuel energy sources diminished in the world's environment. Concern about acid deposition and global warming increases. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, tidal, biomass, and geothermal are attracting more attention as the alternative energy sources. These all energy sources are pollution free, and one can say they are eco friendly. These are available at free of cost and in the ample amount. So this is the importance of energy or renewable energy sources. Okay, in India there is a severe power shortage and associated power shortage as well as the quality program. So the quality of the grid supply in some places is characterized by a large voltage and frequency fluctuations, scheduled and unscheduled power cuts, and load restrictions. Okay, so in rural areas we have observed various load cuts, power schedules, load sheddings, and due to which we experienced a power cut and a load restrictions in rural areas. Now in urban areas also sometimes they are scheduling this kind of thing. So load shedding in many cities in India due to the power shortage and faults is a major problem for which there is no immediate remedy in the near future, since a gap between the power demand and supply increasing every year. So we have to think about some renewable energy sources, and as a renewable instead of using a single renewable energy sources, we should go for combination of renewable energy sources. Okay, in India wind and solar energy sources are available all over the year for free of cost, whereas tidal and wave energy are limited to the coastal area. So we are identifying the various energy aspects through which we can generate the energy, and we can get the combination of two can be considered or we can say as hybrids the system. Okay, so what are the various things or what are the various energy sources and availability everywhere? So wind and solar energy both are available everywhere. Okay, both energies are available everywhere, but tidal energy and wave energy are restricted or limited, or we can say limited to the coastal areas only. Okay, so geothermal is also available in a specific location where hotspots, and we can say the geothermal energy geospots are identified first, and it's a location based phenomenon. So we cannot go for this hybrid. We can go, but at that point the availability of geospot with the hybrid with the solar or with the wind can be considered. So uh, we can say another energy is hydro energy. Sorry, I forgot that the term hydropower system is used to describe many power system combination, two or more energy considering devices or two or more fuels for the same devices that when ignited overcomes limitations inherent properties. Okay, usually one of the energy sources is a conventional one. Okay, and we can also go for the combination of conventional energy and conventional one, and another is renewable. So we can say diesel engine can be diesel engine, and also a solar. diesel diesel engine is coupled with the solar energy or solar photovoltaic, so it can be also the type of hybrid system. Okay, so nowadays the world will face a global energy crisis due to decline in the availability of cheap oil, and this may lead in increasing interest of alternating fuels. Okay, so we'll be having significantly energy shortage due to the due to the sorry, due to the energy shortage will be significantly. Okay, so what are the renewable energy sources, as we have discussed just before? So renewable available in the widespread renewable energy are available in widespread, free from pollution, clean and pure energy. Okay, these are some phenomena of a renewable energy. Okay, so let's first consider the most prime and most important, that is wind. Let's start this hybridization with this two things, or with these two types of renewable energies which are available in ample and everywhere, in ample amount as well as everywhere. Okay, so this solar energy, uh, okay, as we can see here. Okay, solar energy will get from the sun in two forms, heat and light. Okay, so this energy, sun rays, are converted into electrical energy. Okay, and this electrical energy, electric or by using a solar panel. Okay, this is a solar panel, and it has a, solar photovoltaic cell, we can say that PV cells. It is made up of silicon crystalline cells, uh, PV cells. Okay, so this energy, they are connected in series. Okay, and this series connection is connected of a single PV cell and array of PV cell. Okay, so we can enhance this array or this PV cell, number of PV cell or solar panels, or number of solar panels we can connect, and uh, create a large amount of solar energy, or create a large amount of electrical energy through the PV cells. So what their importance is: no negative impact. Okay, free of cost, free from pollution. Okay, next is wind energy. Okay, uh, wind energy components. Wind energy components will make a more significant contribution in a hybrid system than solar energy. Although the energy produced by wind during night can be used directly without storage, battery is needed to store the solar and wind energy produced during the day. In addition to the technical consideration, cost benefit is a factor that has to be imported into incorporated into the process of optimizing the hybridization system. Okay, the use of wind energy is cheaper than the solar energy. Okay, in areas where there is a limited wind source, a wind system has to be overproduce the required power, and this results in highest plant cost. It has been demonstrated that hybrid energy system, means the renewable coupled with conventional, can significantly reduce the total life cycle cost of a standalone power supplies in many off-grid situations. Okay, so sorry, so this wind energy system is considered, uh, this is the diagram of wind energy, total windmill. Okay, this windmill, this is the rotor blade, gearbox, generator, power cables, tower that is connected to the through the transformer, it is connected to the grid. Okay, so again, wind energy is free from pollution and no fuel cost. Okay, then geographical region for solar, average solar radiations 5 kilowatt per hour per square meter. This how this has been how this is been calculated. It can be measured by using a sunshine recorder. Okay, the instrument used to measure this is called as a sunshine recorder, through which we can actually find out the average radiations of a particular area, the area in which we have to establish, or we have to set up a particular solar PV. There we have to identify, or we have to find out the average solar radiations for the use. Okay, 2300 to 3200 sunshine hours available per year. Okay, available in most part of the countries. Then geographical region criteria for the wind are southern and western coastal areas are ideal location. Okay, southern and western coastal areas means coastal areas we get the direct blow of a wind through the sea. Okay, direct blow of over the sea. This uh, blow of a wind over the sea is utilized to have to rotate the blades of a windmill. Okay, so uh, its geographical region criteria is southern and western coastal areas. So India is having a coastal of 7,200 kilometers. So ample amount of coastal area naturally available for India. So this is most important type of energy and attractive option to the supplementary energy. Okay, then hybrid, the thing made by combining two or more different element, need of hybridization for increasing output, for fulfilling demand of customer, providing uninterrupted power supply as we have discussed before. System can designed for both off grid and on grid. If you want to connect your power system, or if you want to connect your power to the grid, or you can utilize to a particular area or particular households, two five, generally it is used for particular apartments, number of families, their daily kVA rating, their power output, or their power requirement, power consumption, everything we have to taken into the consideration, and according to the capacity we have to design the hybrid system. So what are the different types of hybrid power technologies available? So different hybrid power technologies that can be a combination. Here we will discuss few. Solar wind hybrid power system, solar diesel hybrid power system, wind hydro hybrid power system, and wind diesel hybrid power system. Okay, so in this, here in first two solar is constant, and here last two wind is constant. Okay, as I have told you earlier that solar and wind, those are the energies which are available in ample amount at nearmost all areas, almost all areas. Okay, but the hybridization, or concept of hybridization, is to fulfill the requirement of a particular demand at a particular area. Okay, let's take a look at first hybridization system is solar wind hybridization system. Okay, solar wind hybridization system, ideal alternative in areas where wind velocity 5.6 meter per second is available. Okay, where the typical hybrid energy system consists of a solar and wind energy sources. Okay, the principle of an open loop hybrid system is this: the power produced by a wind generators is an AC voltage but have variable amplitude and frequency that can be then transformed into the DC by a charge to the battery. The controller protects the battery from overcharging or deep discharging. Okay, so here it is a power clear power clear and non-polluting type of a hybrid system, and it will provide us a stable power supply. So components of hybrid generator. Okay, here as we have discussed, this is a solar panel. This is solar panel diagram. It is a series of PV cells are arranged. Okay, and here this concepts of band gap energy of PV cell, that is due to this band gap energy energy in the form of photon h nu. When h nu is greater than band gap energy, we'll get in terms of solar. So here is a PN junction type PN junction silicon cell. Here they are connected, and this is the, I think it's a self-explanatory and it's not need to be explained. This is a very important part. It's called as a controller. This controller monitors the system starting and stopping engine as needed. So solar panels are controlled through MMPT solar controller or MMPT charge controller. So MMPT charge controller are connected with the battery and the loads, and they are the prime factors which are going to be controlled, which are going to control the charge from the PV cells. Okay, the solar panel this is the solar panel, particular solar panel having rated at 7.39 amperes at 7.6. Its power output is 130 watts. Panel puts output 7.39 amperes and battery charges under 12 volt. Okay, so we lost 41 watts, but we paid for 130 watts. So here power, this loss of power, this power loss is calculated, this power loss is calculated of 88 watts. Okay, so this we have 41 watts power is lost. So to overcome this power loss, we used MMPT charge controller. MMPT charge controller reduces the power loss, and it provides a maximum efficiency of a particular PV cells. Working, the controller compares voltage of PV panel battery. Okay, so this is a particular MMPT function. Then batteries used to store the solar energy. Inverter, that is important part. Before transferring this to the combination of hybrid, we have to first use the inverter. Okay, inverter for safety purpose also, and inverter to convert stored DC power to AC. Working, this is the combination, or this is the combined diagram of a particular wind solar hybrid system. Solar and wind turbine produced DC power. Inverter convert DC to AC. Here this inverter, okay, first they have connected through a charge controller, then battery bank, then inverter, and last we have used user. Okay, so this charge controller or MMPT charge controller is having a very much importance in PV or a combination of PV cells. Okay, and it reduces the power loss. Okay, battery capacity, the total load, here a particular example given that the total load of power is 1000 watt and operational period is 12 hours, then watt hour capacity is 12,000 watt per hour. To make the chosen battery to last long in its assumed that only a quarter, one fourth of a battery capacity will be made use of, so that it will not be over discharged. Therefore it required the battery capacity will be 12,000 multiplied by 4, 48,000 watt per hour. Now the choice of a battery hours depends on AH rating of the storage battery. If a storage battery is 15-hour AH, the 12-volt batteries, the number of batteries that will be needed is 48,000 divided by this storage capacity, that is 1500, is equal to 32 batteries. Hence, for this design, 1500 Ah 12 volt batteries should be used. Therefore, the total number of storage batteries required for 1000 watt solar power supply system will be 32. Okay, so likewise the battery number of batteries calculated. Okay, so as we are generating or we are constructing the solar panel with the combination of wind hybrid system, so the prime and important factor for combination is the batteries. Okay, so thus we have calculated the number of batteries required to store the thing. Since the total load is 1000 watt, it is advisable to size the required inverter to be 1500 watt as designed for solar panel rating. Hence 1500 watt pure sine wave inverter is recommended in order to prolong the lifespan of a inverter. Okay, so what are the where this particular kind of hybrid system we can see the particular applications of hybrid system are in hotels, business institution and governments, in colleges also, particularly our department of technology is also having, our college is also having a combination of PV, solar and wind hybrid system on our rooftop or our building top. Okay, so okay, then large estate house, factories and manufacturing facilities, commercial power generation and street lighting. Okay, advantages, very high reliability, combines wind power and solar power, both are available in ample amount, so very high reliability. See, these advantages are some advantages you can write for other hybrid systems also. Clean and pure energy, if two renewable energy sources are combined together, then this is a clean and pure energy. Means you can have a combination of solar, wind solar, solar geothermal or solar hydro, or we can say wind hydro. So here you can write down these advantages to other hybrid plants also. Okay, to other hybrid plants also. No pollution, long term warranty, low maintenance cost saving, long term stability, very high reliability. Okay, efficient and easy installation, longer life. Okay, so these are some factors that you can write. But what are the disadvantages of this? The large number of harmonics is produced. What do you mean by that? Large number of harmonics means we have to control this system through MMPT charge controllers and the batteries. Okay, so uh, the, this is a complicated design. So we have to first identify, or we have to first calculated all the things, and we have to arrange according to the capacity ratings of the individual solar and individual wind power plant. Okay, so initial investment is more, obviously. A large space is required for large generation, obviously. Wind energy systems are noisy in operation. A large unit can be heard many kilometers away. Okay, efficiency is less than a conventional power plants. Okay, efficiency is less than conventional power plant. Then by this project, many villages can be lightened. For villages which are much away from the construction sites of a large power generation stations, such as a hydro and nuclear, can be provided power also to satisfy the increasing demand of electricity, and clean hybrid power station by solar wind we can use. I think I remember this. So this movie of Shah Rukh Khan, that this rural area he developed a hydropower plant. Okay, likewise you can also develop this power plant. Again, here let us see a second type of hybridization. As we have discussed, a PV hybrid system. Okay, so PV means first one we have discussed. First discussed was first. Now we have discussed wind and solar. Now we'll take a look at. We'll take a look. Okay, this is hydro. This is solar. Okay, solar and hydro. As we know, this hydropower plant, we can have a low head, medium head, or high head. Anywhere you can construct, anywhere where is a hydropower plant, we can combine this hydropower plant with the solar power plant. Okay, so this solar power plant and hydropower plant are connected together. Then we can say this system as a PV hydro hybrid system. Okay, so the block diagram of PV hydro hybrid system, which combines PV with hydro system, is elaborated here. In this system, there is a small reservoir to store the water. This type of hybrid system sometimes depends on the geographical condition, where the water at some height is available. Means you can combine this with small hydro plants. System capacity depends on the water quality and solar radiations. The power supplied by falling water is the rate at which it delivers energy, and this depends on the flow rate and the water head. Okay, so water or hybrid energy system, the hydro energy system is mainly defined or mainly limited with the water flow and the height of a head. Okay, hydropower available is maybe of a runoff river type, hence produces variable amplitude and frequency voltage. It can be used to charge the battery after converting into a DC. So this is same as solar, as we have discussed this solar panel. Okay, controller, and here combination is hydro, nothing else. And also advantages, disadvantages you can write same as we have discussed, as I have told you before. Okay, so next is biomass. Okay, this is biomass PV. Okay, biomass PV or biomass energy is a matter usually through which a garbage, sometimes it is just stuff lying around, dead trees, tree branches, yard clippings, leafovers, and what we can say, wood chips and wood chips, banks and sawdust from lumber mills. It can even include used tires and livestock manure. It's called biomass. Okay, biomass combustion chamber. Through this biomass, we burn this and we provide a heat to this boiler, and through this boiler steam we produce hot water for heating application, and then generally we convert this into a energy or electricity. Okay, so here we have used biomass energy. Okay, uh, the waste wood, tree branches and other scraps are gathered together in a big trucks. The trucks bring the waste from factories and from the farms to the biomass plant. Hence the biomass is dumped into a huge hopper. Biomass is dumped into a huge hopper. This is fed into a furnace where it is burnt. Okay, so other applications of biomass is that it can be also tapped right at the landfills with the burning waster products. When garbage decomposes, it gives off a methane gas. Okay, pipelines are put into the landfills, and then the methane gas can be collected. It is then used to the power plants to make the electricity or used for street lighting. This type of biomass is called as a landfill gas. A similar thing can be done at animal feed lots, in place where lots of animals are raised, and animals like cattle, cows and even chickens produce manure. This manure decomposes, also gives off a methane gas similar in the garbage. Okay, so this is the combination of biomass, PV, and here we can have a triple combination of diesel also. Okay, so in hybrid system, diesel energy is only work as a backup source. Here it works as a backup source when biomass is not available, when sun rays are not available at the night time, then only diesel engine or diesel IC engine will work. Okay, this works as a backup when the demand on its peak. We can use this when the demands on its peak, that available sources are insufficient. Okay, that time we used the diesel energy. Then hybrid controller. This hybrid controller this hybrid controller okay, this hybrid controller to feed the load. hybrid controller this hybrid controller maintains the energy balance during the load variation. Okay, it assigns the priority amongst the energy sources, means allow one source which has the highest priority. Okay, hybrid controller means which plant is generating more energy is prioritized first when the load is maximum. Okay, to feed the load, if that source is capable, and energy coming from the other sources will be stored, otherwise allow a multiple source to feed that load. Okay, it also maintains the synchronizing the voltage signal coming from the different sources. Suppose the instantaneous magnitude of voltage signals coming from PV sources is differ from that of coming from other sources, say biomass. Hence it causes the local circulating power flow. It can avoid only by proper synchronizing of signal. Okay, so this is another type of hybrid system. Let's see, this is third type, solar PV solar thermal grid connected hybrid system. Okay, so as I have told you before that about a solar thermal application, um, solar heat is one of the cheapest and most practical form of renewable energy. And so few of the most common applications are solar hot water heaters for cooking. Okay, and this solar application or a solar thermal application is used in combination with solar PV. So both are solar panels, but here the term used is application of heat, and here we are here application of heat, and here application of light. So application of heat and application of light are combined of the solar. This is a solar thermal. So here it's not a pure solar, it's a solar thermal grid connected hybrid system. Okay, so this diagram PV electric power grid is used as an energy source for the heating application, like hot water for bathing or to heat the room or chamber, or solar water heater is used for this purpose. Okay, the hybrid controller is work for synchronizing of different sources and different sources. This system are suitable for places where the solar radiation is available, but other sources like wind, wave, etc. are not have a good potential, and other fossil sources are not economic for generation. Hence this kind of hybrid system which involving power grid as a backup energy source is a good choice. Okay, so we are discussed this various types of hybrid systems. Okay, uh, I hope this so what are the advantages? Last part is advantages of or characteristics of the hybrid systems. There are various possibilities to make the combination of different energy sources. Selection of energy sources for hybrid system is mainly depends upon availability at the place where it is going to be stabilized. In general, India is in India is available most all the places and infrastructure for power generation. Okay, hence we need a low maintenance. We first need a low maintenance so that a smart to choose to have a PV one of the energy sources in the hybrid system. Means PV is recommended as one of the sources of hybridization. Okay, India has monsoon climate, hence has enough potential of wind energy. As I have told you earlier, we have the maximum coastal area to have wind energy system. Okay, again we will discuss about biomass energy is a good option, but it needs a regular feeding to the continuously operate. Biomass with a grid hybrid system is broadly used in sugar mills. Okay, in residential application, biomass can be used for space heating or for cooking. Business and industry uses biomass for several purposes including space heating, hot water heating, and electricity generation. For the system to be more reliable and how low cost, power grid should be involved in the hybrid system. Okay, all energy sources have an impact on the environment, so concerned about greenhouse gas effect and global warming, also air pollution, the energy security we have to take into consideration, and we have to find out which are the probable and best uh, energy combination for uh, have a hybrid system. Okay, I hope you have understood the video, and thank you for listening one and all. Thank you once again.